defense for Team Wary and Humble Fraggers Rivals team here tonight on NACL Western Conference. I'm here with Jihui. Jihui,
What's
how are
up?
you tonight?
Doing pretty good, pretty good. How about you?
Good. My God, just got to catch the very end there of your game that you were playing in, and I got to say, I was GG's to you. That was a good game. You dropped a lot of frags there. I saw.
Hey, thanks, man. I tried my best for my team, but here we go. Looks like the teams are banning already. I'm not sure who banned first actually. Team Murray banned Theme Park, and Rivals banned. Okay, no. Okay, so Rivals banned first. They banned
It is correct.
Clubhouse. Wary banned Theme Park, and Rivals banned Cafe. Where do you think we're gonna go tonight?
I think it's going to be a coastline game, to be perfectly honest. But we could where he could, take us to Oregon because I know they've kind of been talking about it lately. They don't really like
Yeah.
it, but they might do it just for the memes.
There you go. Do it for the audience, you know?
There you go, exactly. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my guess for coastline though. So
You know what? I'm gonna keep the spirit of just saying we're going to Oregon. How about that?
all right, sounds good. And unfortunately, your spirits are incorrect
Wow.
as Wary goes ahead and bans Oregon. Coastline, now the map to play here. And so we'll go ahead and get that all set up and get everybody in the lobby. It looks like might actually be here ready to roll.
Awesome. So, what to look out for this game? Mainly probably gonna be who's gonna win their ones because Coastline is a frag heavy map. Um and I mean whether or not people will still go to the penthouse site or the blue, I feel like those are really one of the sites that actually need shots. But either way, I'm pretty excited for this matchup.
Yeah, definitely. We have seen. I don't know if I've um had seen rivals here play on Coastline, but I have seen Wary play it. And unfortunately, when I did watch that game, they weren't making very effective use of their drones. We have seen them in some other maps, and they seem to have kind of fixed that problem a little bit and definitely improving. And that's all you can hope for here in a competition play at this level is to just keep improving and keep going. And I think they have been doing that. And I think Rivals has been doing the same. So this should be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, Wary last time they played Coastline, the drone economy for them was pretty bad. Nobody was really following the drones, which was the main concern for me. So hopefully, they watched their VODs and fixed whatever they needed to fix during scrims before this game. But yeah, Ware is a pretty good team. So and rivals as well. So I think this is gonna be just a brawl, and I like it.
I do as well. I think that here, let's see. I think we've got Wary hitting a couple of ties, but also taking a loss. They do have one win for the season here as well. Looks like Rivals kind of the same there. But we'll go ahead and get into the match here. Everybody is ready, and we'll go ahead and get down to the band phase. Humble Fraggers Rivals versus Team Wary. Rivals banning the first operator.
They're starting on defense too, so for me, I feel like Coastline is a very attack sided map, and banning the Nomad is very powerful because since it is a frag heavy map, you would want your roamers to be able to just run around the map freely. So I definitely want to see that from coming out from rivals.
Most definitely, that's where those drones, as we discussed, are going to have to come in play here. So hopefully, definitely expecting to see that improved drone economy that we have been seeing from them on other maps. And it looks like Wary deciding to ban Blackbeard there.
That's gonna
Doesn't
be
want the
pretty
shield in
fun.
front of the face.
No, no, and they
They're
also banned Maestro, so that's another good intel op, getting banned out. And with
definitely
Echo being soft banned still, I feel like it could be a Mira or we could get bamboozled and it'll be like some Valkyrie art pulse. Oh
it's gonna be a
no!
Jaeger,
All right.
and that's going to be a hurt there specifically for, I believe, and there it is right there. Sherm, I feel attacked in the chat. Yep. Sherm and Show, definitely two of the bigger Jaeger players there for this Wary team. I'm not sure who it would be there for rivals, but I have seen most teams obviously bring Jaeger, very good, powerful operator with those ADS abilities to keep frag grenades, flashbangs, and other utility out of the site that you definitely don't want to have in there.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like if Jaeger is banned, you definitely want to bring at least Wamai for, especially we're gonna see Show here bring out the Capital. So without any anti grenade gadgets,
Attackers
I
need to
feel like this is
locate and
gonna be
defuse
a
as many bombs
little
as they
bit
can.
different or difficult for rivals, but they do have the Mira, so that's another intel off. They have the Valkyrie and they have a Captain, so
Bomb
I
located by
uh
attackers.
I definitely want to see some captain kills coming out from goalie here.
Definitely.
Attackers need to
Looks like I
eliminate
got
another
a.
bomb.
Looks like there's a rehost call here in chat.
Yep.
I believe it might be for Moss. Was that correct?
Yeah, it was for Moss. One of the players, Moss,
10 seconds remaining.
executive couldn't really
Get their
launch, I think.
Moss to work.
So
Yeah. Moss
yeah,
is
maybe
definitely
they.
one of those finicky things.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Moss is still a little iffy. Like sometimes you can't even download it, which kind of sucks. You gotta do some backdoor type of moves. Take off your antivirus because Moss is a virus. So there you go.
Definitely. Even though it's that's kind of almost ironic considering what Moss is used for. For the
Yeah.
viewers there, if you don't know or haven't had any experience with comp, Moss is designed to kind of give an extra layer uh, in during competition play to make sure that everybody's playing the game the way they're supposed to play it.
Yep. And like Moss is pretty much Riot's vanguard when you think about it, really, because
Definitely,
they
yeah.
both have reading permissions for all your files. So but that also secures and makes sure that everyone's playing fair and square.
Definitely. So we'll go ahead and we'll throw it over to just a really quick break while we get the players here invited and into the lobby. And we'll see you guys in just a sec. All right. And we are back here with Rivals versus Team Wary on Coastline. Apologize for that small delay there. It looks like we have gotten Moss to work properly there for one of the players on the Rivals team. So we will go ahead and get down to it and hope to see a great game.
Yeah, me too. And now that we're finally back, we are gonna see the same lineups come up from both teams. There's gonna be Amira, Captain Cade, Mute, Valk, and then the Twitch is gonna be 6th picked to IQ. So that's a good 6th pick for them, knowing that Valkyrie's still on the board and the possibility of Pulse being on the board. Also, it's gonna be really big help for those Kaplan shafts. They won't really have to worry too much about
Attackers
where
need to
it's
locate
at.
and defuse as many bombs
They
as
can just follow Jones through, and then I can just point them out.
Definitely, like you said, that Pulse is definitely one of the bigger contenders in my opinion for that IQ. To be able to find that Pulse really quickly. We don't see the Pulse coming out from Rivals on this map. Sometimes we see it. It's not normally that big of a contender I see from teams on Coastline, but definitely still a useful operator to have on your team. This
Yeah,
IQ to
definitely.
take away intel as well. So we're gonna go ahead and
Attackers' objective
we
is
see
to
the
defuse the
mirror
bomb.
upstairs, and that is going to be, I believe,
That's
I
gonna be in
just
Penthouse.
just
So
lost my train of thought there. Apologize. You are correct. A penthouse hold there for Rivals on this first round.
A bomb
yeah,
has
so it looks like they are gonna do a vertical hold as well, which is really good for kitchen because you don't want to just give upstairs control for the attackers, because once that happens, then the wall or the floor is just gonna get taken off map.
Definitely interesting hold here by Mira downstairs. They're trying to hold that downstairs
attackers
as
drop the
well.
diffuser.
Or I'm sorry, the site downstairs. But we did see, like I said, the Mira putting up the Mira upstairs into penthouse. So they're gonna try to most likely stop that the floor from being broken into from up above in the kitchen. Excuse me.
Yeah, and what's interesting though is the fact that they're already taking control of Sunrise backside of kitchen. Knock is gonna get a kill on Capkin. That's Capkin off the board with the suppressor as well. So she's gonna go back upstairs, try to get that control. It looks like they're gonna put some people upstairs again. Another pick from Wary into the Valkyrie. Now Cade is gonna fall back into lobby, and they're just gonna have to hold this down. It's a 3v5.
Definitely diffuser down there in Sunrise. He did go ahead and go pick it up. That's a good kid there on the Zofia. We see Ash a little bit of vertical play. Is she going to get the pick? She did get a little bit of feet there. Didn't quite get the pick. Definitely health down there. That's good kid on the Zofia taking down Enzo from Rivals. We're going to see the grenade.
Oh no,
it is
the
going to be a
nade!
grenade. Sherm's going to go ahead and get a double kill with that grenade. Cashew then go ahead and trading off. But Stowe's now planting.
Oh no, he got baited.
Here, there's only
Oh,
one member
no.
out, and he is going to go ahead and get him. Noctis now picking up that kill for the smoke that he was shooting the feet of before. I'm sorry, the mute, it looks like he was shooting the feet of before, and that's going to be Team Wary round 1.
Yeah, so they did definitely try to get that vertical hold, but unfortunately Captain got picked up a little bit early. They didn't expect them to push from Sunrise, because I think around a minute remaining, or minute and a half, there was already 3 people in Sunrise, and I don't know if there was any intel on it with 2 people dead on the side of Rivals, but Someone definitely should have tried to rotate back down into sight and stay instead of staying upstairs because he was still looking at the mirror window even though the attackers were already taking control towards kitchen.
Definitely. That was a great push there by Wary. Took control of that site really
Attackers need to
quickly.
locate and defuse as many bombs
They're
as they can.
taking control of Sunrise very quickly early on to the round. And then, like you said, pushing upstairs to take the vertical as well. We saw Ash in fully on into Penthouse, even though that mirror window was there. Didn't matter to him.
Attackers have
Fully up
located
in
bombs.
stairs into Penthouse, taking that vertical play as well away from Rivals. And so we're going to see them now go up to Pool and Hookah site for their second defense. They will need to go ahead and keep Wary out of the site so quickly with that.
Yeah, they definitely took control of certain ground, first floor very quickly. They just droned it out, which is what we were mainly looking for from Team Wary. They droned it out, they followed the drone, and they got that intel and they got the control. So now they're gonna have to do the same thing in this hookah take.
Deploying drone. Drone is ready.
We are seeing it looks like they're going to try to take a server entrance take here. We do have a couple of members into of Rivals here fully on in. They are going to spot out the Mozzie. I'm not sure if they saw the Valk there in security as well. But making good use of that IQ as we discussed before. Venom on that IQ. And I believe that's a pickup for Wary here.
Scanning for devices and traps.
A couple of days ago, Venom here did play for Team Notoriety, but they went and picked him up.
No.
Sturm's going to take the first kill onto Enzo. He's actually going to get a double kill right away. They're taking out Goalie, and that is both the Valk and the Mozzie down. That were in security and in front lobby there. So that will give Wary full access to that downstairs. As I believe the remaining members of Rivals are all upstairs.
Yeah, and those were two really quick picks from Wary. It was unfortunate that the Valkyrie could have had like a late call when the Mozzie died because she didn't really turn around in time when Sledge was shooting her. But we see Rivals in a 3v5 once again. But there is going to be 1.5 time remaining for the defense, and they're just going to have to try and hold this down.
There we get to see the gunfight. We saw Ash take there a couple of hits. There is going to be one. Show is going to take down Cashew, but Cave Troll trading off for his team, taking down Show. There's a little bit of gunfights here from Legion. He's got one upstairs as well. But one downstairs below him, peeking. Is that grenade? Oh, it is! Sherm's going to pick up a triple kill with a grenade. That's two grenades in the first 2 rounds for Sherm there. Venom taking the last one to go ahead and secure the round for Wary.
Yeah, and a triple kill from Sherm too. He was the one that took out both roamers from below for Rivals. So a really good round coming out from Sherm and Team Wary coming out there. I feel like Rivals is gonna need to make sure that they have their crossfire set up. Intel gets out as soon as one person dies, just so the other roamer can get out with less casualty, and they're not gonna be 3v5 so early in the round. But we are gonna see Valkyrie getting 6-picked into Vigil and the Finka getting 6-picked into Zofia. So this Vigil pick is really gonna be interesting. It could definitely help them out a lot because Team Wary has been droning out
Attackers need to locate and
quite
defuse
well
bombs.
throughout the map, trying to get out the roamers early, which is exactly what needs to be done with their attacks.
Definitely. They've been making good use of those, as you mentioned, and that's exactly what we like to see from Team Wary. As we discussed at the beginning of the map, that they weren't doing so hot with their drone use and their use of intel. Last time we saw them play Coastline, It's interesting that, like you said, they did choose the Vigil, but it's interesting they decided to go with the Vigil instead of stick with that Vault to create that intel. But maybe it'll work here for goalie. He'll be able to pick up a couple of early picks onto Wary. But if your team, if you're Humble Fraggers rivals right now, you're still in kind of a comfortable position. You're only 2 rounds down. You're still on defense, but you're only a couple rounds down. The split it's still a couple rounds out. You still have the chance to adjust, talk with your team, and make those necessary adjustments to come up with a round win for yourselves.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like with the Mozzie pick, the Mozzie needs to really figure out where they're trying to drone from. Oh no, and that's gonna be a peek coming out from Sledge. He's gonna be less than half health now. So I think this is Rook that's gonna get the kill on the Sledge. That's an advantage from Rivals, and he is gonna get flanked. That's gonna be a free frag from Team Wary, and the Vigil is gonna get taken out so early on again. That's the 2 roamers once again from Rivals getting taken out within the 2-minute mark.
It is, and I don't think that was a great position there for goalie to go ahead and hold with that Vigil. Probably should have been holding behind the desk there. Either way, Show coming up with a nice, easy, quick double kill there, taking down the Rook and the Vigil to trade off with Sherm. Sherm, I believe, top fragging right now for his team. So with him gone, it's going to be down to the rest of his team to take down this Rivals defense. And so far, they still haven't met the man advantage.
Yeah, I think after the Rook died and the Vigil knew that you know, he was getting flanked, I feel like he could have just rotated back White Stairs, held an angle on the stairs, try to waste time for the attackers. But that is gonna be a pick from the Mozzie into the Capital. So it's gonna be a 3v3. They're trying to push into Hookah here. Mozzie is gonna be concussed, but we're gonna see if... Oh no, that's a missed shot coming out from the Womai into the IQ. We're gonna see Mozzie here get killed. The Fuser is down. IQ's gonna get a kill into the Womai, and he is gonna see the Mozzie as well. And that's gonna be a 1v2 post plant, but no, Team Wary is gonna take the round.
That's good kid on the Zofia taking the last kill, showing us why he is the good kid, and securing that round for Wary once again. Now going up 3-0 against Rivals defense. Now the pressure's on for Rivals. You definitely need to get a couple rounds under your belt before that split hits. It doesn't look like able to make the adjustment with the Vigil, but the goalie is still going to play the Vigil. We're going to see it come out. Hopefully, he can make some adjustments and rotate on this Wary defense to get some, or I'm sorry, this Wary offense to get some kills for himself.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like goalie is just having a rough match today, but we'll see if he is able to come back for the rest of the match here, because he was one of their main roamers, but unfortunately he was getting taken out way too early, and that really just put his team in a major disadvantage. But also, whoever was roaming with him, they could definitely just try to set up a crossfire instead of trying to take map advantage or map control away from the attackers, because overall you are in defense and you still need to make sure that you have enough people to deny that the diffuser overall.
5 seconds remaining. Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
But we are going to see them go back into kitchen here. I'm not sure if they elect to do their top hold again. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like they're
They
actually
went
gonna.
down there in the kitchen again.
Swapping mags.
But they don't have the mirror this time, so no
You're
vertical
indeed
control.
correct. No vertical control here for Rivals. And if you're Team Wary on this one, you're thinking we've taken kitchen once. Let's take our top hold. We do see the castle actually up top. Now I wonder if he's going to utilize his utility upstairs and try to keep Wary out from upstairs. We're going to see IQ fully on in. Is she going to find that castle? Venom's going to have to use that drone coming out, and we'll see if how Team Wary decides to push this vertically.
Yeah, and it looks like they're gonna try and get the sledge up here in Penthouse early, unlike last time. So this is gonna be pretty helpful for Team Wary, because it does seem like a lot of them are doing vertical control. So that's gonna be a pick from the mute into the sledge. So that's gonna be one of your soft breachers down.
Loading dart.
That's why we see a couple of smokes out here from Capitao. Well, we're going to see, and there's one good kid pick taking the first member of now Rivals down. So we do have a 4v4 here. Knocked us a little bit of health down, but still has the health advantage in Wary's favor, as Cashew's going to be a little bit more health down there. We're going to see the gunfight here come out from Lobby. And that's good kid also proving why he can throw them frag grenades as well. That's going to be Cashew now going down, and that's another one there for Wary, as now it comes to a 4v3.
Man, Wary are just on point with their nades, but that's gonna be Legion taking out the Ash. That was sitting in kitchen window. Now they just have to deny the diffuser here. One's already in. He knows it because of the pings, and he's gonna be down. One's gonna be close into that wall. Oh no, he is gonna get that kill. And that's a round for Rivals. Definitely good intel there coming out from Rival.
So now you're Rivals here, and you got one round up. You've adjusted a little bit. You've got one round. You're not quite into the half yet. You still have a chance to get that second round to make that 3-2 split for the half here. And if you're Wary, you're not quite nervous yet. You've only got one round on them. And how are you feeling about Rival's ability to be able to
Attackers need to
adjust
locate and defuse
on
as
this
many
one,
bombs as
Dewey?
they can.
Well, so the first two rounds, the roamers were taken out early. They finally switched it into a better roamer for Vigil, but unfortunately, that didn't work out either. So I feel like that's why they elect to not take vertical control, because they were getting picked off early, especially for the roamers. And I don't think that should be the case. I feel like instead of being afraid of, gunning out the attackers, gunning out the roam clears, you can still roam, but this time just play for time instead of playing for kills. So once they get intel on you, just try to run around and have them chase you, because you are in defense, you are playing for time in the end, trying to get the attackers to put down the diffuser. And as long as you cut off at least a minute or a minute and a half off of the attackers just from your roaming, then that's already a win for your roaming ability, for your roam game.
Definitely. We are going to see a similar lineup here, though, from Wary. Good
Well,
kid now
just
electing
the
to...
into luggage. The Aqua door isn't even open yet.
Detonate.
What a
That's
mad lad.
A straight push in there from Ashton. That's all she's good for. Push in, all aim, no brain, Ash. And it's gotten knocked us a few kills there, though.
Yeah, and it also got the Mozzie down to about 2 HP. So that's it's a win for her.
Definitely, but unfortunately, not winning in this round as Noctis is go ahead and go down to Cave Troll there. The Legion now picking up the remainder of Ash's health as well. And that's the first one pick here for Rivals. Last round, we did see them get the first pick last round as well, and it did end up going in their favor. Let's see if they're able to adjust and keep that momentum going against this wary team.
Yeah, and see right there, that's already an improvement from Rivals having, got the first kill, and now they already wasted a minute and a half for the attackers, and they still have to determine where they want to push, where they're gonna plant the diffuser, and even still clear the roamers, because at this point you don't really know whether or not they're still roamers, but they are going to take advantage of this and they're going to push below Cool Vibes. They're just going to try to get the person off of that, and that's going to be a nade coming out from the Maverick. Not going to get the kill. It is going to deal damage though, and that's the kill from the IQ into the mute. Now she is going to take damage from the smoke just a little bit. It's gonna be 40 seconds from for Team Wary here. There's still smoke canisters coming out from goalie, and that's the kill from the IQ. It's gonna be a 3v4 now. 30 seconds left, and Team Wary is just gonna have to bombard the site here.
Great double kill there by Venom, picking up 2. Sherm now picking up 1 there with a Zofia, taking down Enzo, but he's going to go get refragged there, and USB also picking up his. Wamai kind of not making a good peek there, but he's actually going to win the gunfight against Show, but then get immediately traded off. Venom now picking up a triple kill. Is he going to get the quad? He is! That's Goldie down with the quad. Venom now taking a 4K for his team, and he says, no, Rivals, you're not getting that second round.
That was a buzzer beater there for Venom. The clock was literally just down to 0, and he got the kill. It was unfortunate there that the Wamai was still peaked after he killed the blue window one. At that point, you're at a 2v1. There's 5 seconds left. You could just run downstairs, because that IQ would have to take out the mute or the smoke that was playing in pink. And at that point, I mean, you could just play time or even C4 since you were Wamai. So really good take from Team Wary there. Like I said, with Coastline being such a frag heavy map, these guys really need to win their ones from Rivals, and unfortunately, like right now, that's not happening. And I feel like that's been what's determining their round win and round loss for Coastline right now.
It's like kind of a similar setup here. They are going to go down. Electric go down in the blue bar.
Okay.
Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
It's kind of an interesting one to go. Not definitely a site that I prefer, but we're going to see if maybe they're just trying to show throw Wary off. Maybe they're trying to throw them off their game, get a couple of picks here early, and see if they can not take a second round here away from Wary.
Yeah. And to be fair, like, Blue Bar is actually a really good site as long as you have, like, good rotates set up for it. Because you don't even really need to play Blue Bar. You can just open up the holes into Courtyard, play a little bit off site, but we are gonna see someone contest Kitchen here. It's gonna be the Valkyrie contesting the Zofia. She does need to be careful, and there's gonna be 2 people upstairs. It's gonna be the Wamai and the Valk roaming, including the Mozzie roaming in security.
That leaves just 2 remaining members of Rivals on site. We're going to see them both. It looks like fully on into the Sunrise site, but Mira does have that mirror window on.
I hope there's
Is
an
that
ADS there.
grenade going to get there? There's not. Mira's not going to move. She did see it. It's going to go in. It's still not going to get her.
It
It
did. It did down her.
You are correct. It did down the grenade here. Did down the Mira. Quite didn't get the kill yet, but goalie's actually going to go down as well. Show and Sherm both picking up 1 for Team Wary, and Mira was able to get up now at just about 25 HP, and she's going to be down a little bit of health.
Pesky little Ash just sitting in. Sitting over here trying to get picks. I think he's trying to get the Mira out, but she is gonna get smoked out, so that's good at least. But no, the Mira is gonna get taken out. The Mira is gonna be top, and I think that's how she died. And that's
There's good kid. There's good kid with 2.
Oh, no. Flawless
That's sure.
round.
The last one. You're correct. That's a flawless round for Wary. If you're Wary on that one, now you're going into the split now. 5-1, now switching on to defense at a 5-1 split against a Rivals team. And you're feeling good, you're feeling confident, and you just need to keep your intel going with the correct ops. And there we're going to see Show on the Valkyrie just about to do just that, and keep that intel going, keep that good communication going, as it seems we've seen this Wary team drastically improve with their ability to collect intel on sites.
Yeah, and it looks like Wary is gonna have a lot of roam heavy operators here. We're gonna see Ella, Valk, Bandit, and I'm not sure if Rivals actually took action. No, they didn't. So Alibi is also going to be helpful. We just have to see whether or not Wary is going to do a roam upstairs towards Penthouse and VIP, just to make sure that Rivals doesn't completely take control of that site way too early. But I'm excited to see this Jackal, and we're going to see Iana on the board coming out from Rivals. So those are going to be 2 really good roam clear operators, and with what Wary did to Rivals, they're going to have to up their roam clear here as well.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Definitely
I was about to make a dad joke, but I'm not going to do it, you know?
Something very interesting I am seeing here is Sherm here on the Ella. Now she's useful with the Grismots, kind of just disorienting the enemy, but I'm not so keen on the Scorpion there ever since it was nerfed in at the beginning of year 4, and I'm just not so keen on the idea of using that weapon here. But we have seen Sherm play the Ella before, picked up a couple of kills. I believe there's probably a couple operators I would use before I would go back to using Ella.
Oh, that's unfortunate for the Iana, because the ping did come out, but they were unable to capitalize on it, even though... Oh, no, and that's a pick from the Alibi into the Jackal. There's your, there's one of your roam clearers.
No more footsteps for Jackal, and that's good intel for the attacking team. But they're gonna need. We're gonna see the grenade. We are, but it's going to miss as Enzo's gonna take down Show now, and Sherm's gonna find one with that Scorpion right through the wall, taking down.
He's getting flanked here, so that's a refrag.
Oh, no. That is a refrag from USB. Great flank there from Sledge, coming around the opposite doorway through Hall of Fame to go ahead and refrag for his teammate, taking down Ella. Now a 3v3 on the round with just under a half the round left to play.
Yeah, and that is that Bandit is gonna be seen from the flank zones. But yeah, they have to play. They can still play time on here. The Rivals aren't on site yet. They're still trying to make holes, trying to get intels, but we are gonna see Noct over here play towards courtyard, and I wonder if she could get the pick on that Sophia.
Definitely, I think he's looking for it, but Sophia's not quite getting into the sight line there of the bandit. So unfortunately, he's going to now rotate up through main lobby, come up those white stairs, try to flank around. He's the only member upstairs for his team right now. The rest of the rivals all playing vertically right now. No members of rivals downstairs. He is going to pick up one. Is he going to pick up a second one? Rivals now downstairs. They have 5 seconds left. Bandit's
oh no, is he going to do it? Oh,
he is going to go ahead and do it, and he's going to pick up one. Good Kid picking up the other one, but Noctis picking up the last one onto goalie, jumping all the way out as we see it on the kill cam. And that's Zofia trying to turn around, trying to find that bandit she knows just jumped out, but not quick enough on the flick behind her. And this is Wary 6-1 now against Rivals. And you're correct. That's match point. Rivals really needing to adjust to this Wary team. Wary coming out and just absolutely getting a dominant performance here onto this this Rivals team.
Absolutely, and I feel like right there we saw Rivals take control or have an advantage, have numbers advantage over Wary. And they did great, like making sure that the flanks were covered until the last seconds. I'm not sure if Flank Jones were already taken out or no Flank Jones was set, but Wary showed Rivals exactly how to do the roam game. Because right there, when they got even though they got the first pick, they still had one person roaming, and that one person wasn't even getting. Well, the Ella did get pinched from Penthouse, but it was a little bit too late. There was 3 people towards billiards. One person was just crouch walking from Penthouse, trying to pinch the Ella, but I feel like if they pinched the Ella a little bit quicker there, since they did have a lot of people upstairs already, that would have given them a little bit more advantage for the time, because they were still trying to run clear after a minute and a half, and I mean, Team Wary just completely wasted a lot of their time.
Definitely did a great job of wasting time, and as you
no,
mentioned,
is she gonna get killed through the? Okay, I was kind of scared because she was just standing there.
It was not a good spot to stand out. But they are going to find Noctis's cams. That's Valk cam down. He's not going to be able to have that intel. They found it right away using that IQ. Like we mentioned before, IQ very useful in that perspective. Definitely an op you want to have on your team here if you have a member that knows how to play her well. We've seen both teams using the IQ and using her well. We're going to see some shots from Valkyrie here. We see Cave Troll get one with the Iana, using the G36 with the ACOG here, opting to use not my favorite gun that is useful on Iana, but Cashew going to take down Noctis. That's Valk now down, so they did go ahead and get the first one onto Valk as we thought. Oh, and the Wamai, that's a tough break there.
That's unfortunate.
But Enzo going to pick up one on Sherm. Here, Iana still trying
from
to
a
find
long
her
angle too, and that's a pickup from Show into the Ying, and another one into the Yana, and another one into Zofia. Rivals are just making sure that, I mean, Rivals were trying to get the flanks out, and unfortunately they were just getting outgunned.
Definitely. We are going to see probably some communication coming out, as we did see the drone move up there onto Ella. Now knowing she's on top of white stairs, they are man advantage is definitely on Wary's side here, as they have all 3 of their remaining members at full health. But just as I say that, Joe's going to get actually taking down,
Ooh.
taking some health out, and that's a double kill for Enzo now on the round. A little bit of health loss for him as well, just at about 75 there, but USB not looking good on that thermite.
Yeah, and
They're
there
gonna
is
have to
only
do
one
something
person
here.
on site though, but either. Oh no! Now they're both on site, and they're both in theater. So
It is a
there's
2v2.
no smokes. Yeah, there's no smokes for rivals either. So the thermite needs to be careful with this plan, and someone needs to be covering. But no, Enzo
Definitely,
is gonna
and that's
get
gonna be
down.
both of them.
That's gonna be the win from Team Wary.
It is there. Ella coming around, taking down both of them. And I actually thought that there will Mai got the pickup onto IQ as he had the angle on the IQ, but it looks like Venom there taking that Ella away from Sherm and proving me wrong on the Scorpion, but I'm just gonna say I still suck on it, and that's okay because Venom can definitely